Hi everyone, I hope all is well, that your family are healthy, safe, and happy. Do you think that genders are accurately represented in some Australian ads? Advertising is the modern substitute for argument. Its function is to make the worse appear the better. The purpose of an advertisement is to inform, persuade, and encourage potential customers to purchase a certain product or service. It prudently includes the use of images, colour, text, font, audio/music, and the placement within the advertisement, which all help to convince the audience's mind, urging them to buy their product. Hi, my name is Ella Gunther, and I'll be analysing the Carlton Beer Woman Whisperer TV advertisement. I'll include my findings of the representations and stereotyping of genders or lifestyles and discuss whether it's a typically an acceptable advertisement to be broadcasted around our nation. Carlton Beer is created and run by the Carlton United Breweries Company. The latest part of Carlton's platform is the integrated campaign. The integrated campaign includes many channels of media to promote a message and potentially turn viewers into customers. Now let's take a look.
Alright, time to go?
Well, we just got here.
Are you going to cause a scene? We're going.
Yeah, sure. The woman whisperer. Easy, girl. Whoa. Shh. Why don't you have a little chat with Rachel? Let him stay for another beer.
Why don't you stay and have another beer?
Yeah?
I'm just going to talk to Rachel.
Carlton Beer Woman Whisperer has a negative representation of genders featured in the ad because they are unreasonably assuming the stereotypes of male and female behaviours. Gender and lifestyles are negatively depicted throughout the advertisement. For example, the woman whisperer is almost treating the lady like a wild or unbroken animal, or that she is different or even unreasonable from the rest. Carlton is also assuming that men tend to flee from obligations of everyday life to the pub to enjoy a drink of Carlton beer with their friends, when actually only 17% of Australians drink Carlton. Advertisements assuming stereotypes of gender and lifestyles can be very risky to broadcast, as many people could find offence to them. Being a female who strongly believes in women's rights and equality, I'm extremely disappointed in the way Carlton has stereotyped all women throughout this advertisement. They are showing women as bossy and essentially not fun by always being the person to leave the pub first, hurrying their partner. Women are also portrayed as an animal, a creature to be controlled or manipulated, something to be handled or essentially needing to be mind-washed. The ad uses this comparison as a source of humour in all women's expense, portraying us as something that needs to learn its place and obey. The target audience of the Carlton Woman Whisperer advertisement is men who drink beer. The advertisement positions men to see that when drinking Carlton Mid, it allows you to stay for one more beer at the pub with your mates. It also places the audience to see that it's the beer for intelligent men who can drink alcohol and yet maintain the worry of their female partner, forcing them to leave because they fundamentally contrived a man who can speak woman, allowing his mates to stay a bit longer. Myself and I assure you that many other people greatly disagree with the way that women are marginalised in this advertisement. They are shown as less important and less powerful than men by having the woman whisperer immediately gain control over what the woman is saying and doing by telling her to go and chat with Rachel to please her husband. This is showing women as lower in what should be an equal social class by not having control and always having to please men. Carlton both literally and figuratively silences women through this advertisement as the woman whisperer doesn't let her say anything. The ad shows that females don't need to drink beer as it's only a bloke thing, and by demonstrating them leaving outside to talk instead of enjoying a drink with their mates. Many different persuasive advertising techniques have been used by the creators of the ad to promote their beer. An example of a technique is pathos and plain folks. Pathos will attempt to evoke an emotional response in the consumer, whereas plain folks is the suggestion that the product is practical or good value for ordinary people. Pathos was used when they focused the camera on the boys having a nice cold beer and a good laugh. This teases the viewer, hopefully persuading them into also wanting to buy a nice cold beer, and that you'll find yourself surrounded by friends if you do. They used plain folks by using an everyday set and dressing the actors in ordinary clothes. The invited reading of an advertisement is how the product or company wants the audience to see the ad and what they want them to learn from it. The invited reading of this advertisement is that if you choose to drink and buy a Carlton Mid beer, then this leads to mateship, fun, and freedom. I reject these invited readings, seeing this advertisement as sexist, saying that only men deserve or can enjoy themselves by drinking alcohol. The only other women shown in this advertisement, apart from the main person, was the bartender working and another woman paying. This advertisement unfairly represents and stereotypes genders, making it very unpleasant to watch. I believe that Carlton breweries could improve the advertising of their product by not marginalising or stereotyping women, but they could also change the way in which they represent the lifestyle of the everyday bloke who tends to retreat to the pub to enjoyably consume alcohol. A suggestion for future progression in marketing could be to create a survey asking members of the everyday public on what they would like to see in a Carlton advertisement, what will persuade them into buying their product, and how do they want to see genders represented in advertisements. Righto, that's all from me today. Remember to look out for notifications and tune in for my next video where I'll be analysing a poem and discussing the techniques used by my favourite authors. You can stay up to date with all my posts and videos on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Analyse with Ella.